Hello and welcome to Great Things Tampa Bay, the podcast about great eats, great places, and great people in the greater Tampa Bay area. I'm your host, Kyle Sasser, a Tampa Bay realtor and just all-around friendly guy. So we're going to be covering one of the oldest sandwich shops in the area over in Tampa. The place is absolutely amazing. A little quirky, but that's part of its charm. I'd like to thank you for inviting us along on your commute to work, or maybe you're listening to us at home. I know Orphan Black, their last episode has aired, so you've got plenty of time to listen to us now and all of our previous episodes. Come talk to me on social media. You can go to our website at greatthingstv.com and click on the Get Social link at the top of the website, and there you'll see links to all of our social profiles. And you can also call and leave us a voicemail. That number is 727-440-4455. Segment 1, Brocatos. So Brocatos Sandwich Shop, it's an old school place, originally opened in 1948 over in Tampa. It's located at 5021 East Columbus Drive in Tampa, which is at the corner of I-4 and 56th Street. It's a little funky whenever you get off of I-4 there. The roads kind of fly all over the place. But basically, if you're coming from downtown Tampa, the exit goes off to the left, and then you want to be in the right-hand lane to go under interstate, and then you'll go straight. If you're coming from Plant City, you want to take the exit ramp on the right and then take a left to go under interstate. It's a little tricky to find because they've changed the alignments of all the roads over the years, but it's definitely worth poking around to find this place. So Brocato is known for two main things. Well, three main things. One, they're known for having one of the best Cuban sandwiches in the area. Honestly, they're neck and neck with AJ's Press, which it's a newer place out by Tampa Yankee Stadium. But we're not talking about them today. We're talking about Brocatos. The Brocatos, if you're looking for a great Cuban sandwich, everything's fresh with big chunks of, pork and all that other good stuff in there. Tomatoes, lettuce, bread. It's all amazing. It's an amazing Cuban sandwich. Do yourself a favor and go check it out. And the other thing they're known for is deviled crab. And the best way to describe it is it's out of this world. The Cuban sandwich thing is debatable. It's kind of even, kind of neck and neck with AJ's and Brocatos. But the deviled crab, Brocatos has it locked down. The third thing that Brocatos is known for is for being an absolute madhouse. So the place was built in 1948. It still has the green vinyl floors. It looks like it was probably original. And absolutely no order or anything. You basically went inside and, there was like 150 people there trying to make their way up to the cash register to put their order in. And then, the order people are putting sandwiches together and yelling out names. The soda machine's on the back wall. People are trying to get over there to get their sodas. There's a few tables in the dining room there. Some people were trying to sit in the midst of this madness. Yeah, so it was a bit of an experience every time you went in there and tried to get a sandwich. Similar places I'd seen, there used to be an old show with David Tell called Insomniac, or, some of the Anthony Bourdain shows where the places he goes, it's just packed with people and madness and loud and packed and craziness. So this used to be on that level. And on a slow day, you'll be in there with only 20 or 30 people. Nowadays, they have definitely changed things up quite a bit. There is some structure whenever you come in. They have the tents of barriers, like the things you see at the banks, to kind of corral you, put the sandwich order in, and then you go by the guys that are putting the sandwiches together. They still call the names out, so it still has that bit of a charm, but it makes a lot more sense and not as off-putting to newcomers, I guess you could say. And the brand and marketing stuff, they've actually picked up as well. So it used to be like really homespun stuff, but nowadays, they have their name on the foam cups that you get your drinks in. Lots of cool stuff. And it's really cool to see the transition that they've made recently. They also have recently built some outdoor eating areas. And don't worry, these are shaded. You're not going to sit out there and bake. The tables are actually positioned in front of where they make the deviled crab by hand. So, you can watch that, watch some masters at work. And even if you don't like deviled crab, like I like it, but I'm not like a huge fan of it. If I see it anywhere else, the deviled crab is so good at Brocatos that it basically ruins it for every other restaurant in the area. You can't even attempt to eat it at another restaurant because you've had the best. And also the best thing you can do is throw some Texas Pete on it. That hot sauce definitely takes it to, another level. Other interesting thing about Brocatos, all of the sandwiches and deviled crabs also come with a drink, including an 8 ounce of beer, which is kind of cool. Fun thing to swing by on lunch break. And it also comes with some chips, which has always been the case, but it was a little tough trying to find the chips the last time I was there. Just a little pro tip, they are in the trash cans lined up against the wall. They're just piled full of bags of potato chips, so just kind of go by there and see pick out the ones you like. And keeping in line with their updates and branding and marketing and all that stuff, you can also now order online, and they also have a mobile app. So you don't have to go there and try to fight through all that. You can put your order in and then just show up, pick it up. Pretty awesome. So Brocato has been there since 1948. They originally started as a grocery store, and then they moved to a meat market, and then really hit their stride as a sandwich shop. Most people in Tampa that have been there love it. Honestly, you can usually just show the picture of the inside, and a bunch of people will recognize it and tell you how much they love it. So keep up the good work, bros. Brocatos. That's the wife shaking her head at me right now. Segment 2, Lakeland and Winter Haven Shoutouts. A little personal story. I did spend quite a time in my younger days in Lakeland, Winter Haven. I went to high school over there. First part of my young professional life, I was over there doing computer work and all that good stuff. I hadn't really been back there in probably 15, 20 years. And I had the chance to go back recently for a high school reunion that had a number that I really don't want to say out loud. But we had a chance to go to some of the restaurants over there. And honestly, I just want to acknowledge Lakeland and, the improvements that they had been making culinarily, and just give a shout out to a few of the great restaurants over there. And also the other weird thing about all these Lakeland restaurants, they really have a thing for putting numbers in their business names. Just kind of a thing they do over there. So first up, Patio 850, it's on South Tennessee Avenue, kind of close to Florida Southern. So if you're going to Florida Southern to check out the architecture and all that good stuff, take a stop by Patio 850. It is primarily outdoor seating, so kind of keep that in mind if the temperature is high. But the food is absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth stopping by there. And that whole little section there, they've actually redone quite a few of the buildings, which was very cool to see. Next up is Post 09, which is at 215 East Main Street. Gotten lots of recommendations from different people in Lakeland, so definitely a place to check out. And last but not least is 801 East Main, which is both the address and apparently the name of the place. Like I said, they really have a thing for numbers in their names. This place, I believe, from my understanding, is a combination of a few different restaurants: Poor Porker Bar, Calexico, Bearcat, and Big Six. The wife and I were going to be heading out there sometime in the next few weeks just to check out the school and what sort of architectural updates they've made. I know they've built some new buildings there at Florida Southern. For those of you that do not know, is the largest collection of Frank Lloyd Wright architecture in the world. Definitely worth the pilgrimage. But yeah, it's always good to have some great places to go eat when you're out there. Segment 3, let's get personal. Honestly, the biggest thing that's going on with us currently is we're getting ready to head to our eclipse vacation up in Georgia. Those of you that do not know, there's a total solar eclipse on August 21st. So down here in Florida, it's actually going to only be a partial eclipse. And please protect yourself, because even though it's going to be eclipse, if you look directly at the sun, it will burn your eyes out. Even down here in Florida, make sure that you have some sort of, certified protection for that. So we're actually heading up to North Georgia. Going to be taking in the eclipse. We're hoping for good weather. Should be fun. We're pretty excited, right?
Very excited.
Yeah, that's the seal of approval being yelled in the background there. So yeah, other than that, just working and doing things, doing the podcast. I have been attending some of the Tampa Podcaster Association meetings, which is very cool. They're actually putting out a movie called The Messenger on iTunes. So if you're interested in podcasting at all and kind of like what it's all about or what it takes, be sure to check that out. They're doing really well. They've been doing some pre-sales. From my understanding, for the actual release date, it's currently at number 1, just from pre-sales. And that's not just in the documentary category, that's against all of the big Hollywood stuff as well. So pretty exciting. And, hopefully I'll have some additional updates for that soon as well. Segment 4, driving you bananas. Have you ever wondered why banana candy doesn't taste like bananas? There used to be another type of banana. It was called the Gros Michel. And that was very widespread and popular up until 1950. And this was pretty much the banana that everybody ate. Unfortunately, every Gros Michel banana plant was genetically identical. They basically, kind of spliced plants together, like they take a cutting, tie it to another plant to grow. So genetically, they were all identical, which makes them very susceptible to disease. Eventually, the Panama disease, which is a fungus, rapidly tore through all the banana plantations and wiped it out. Now, it is available in a few select regions in the world. From what I read, Thailand, a few other Asian places. But so far as a commercially viable banana, its days were done. Eventually, a new banana was developed, the Cavendish, which is the one we love today. But again, they're all clones, so the exact same thing could happen again. Luckily, it's a little more resistant to the Panama disease fungus that, wiped out the Gros Michel. But there have been reports of the fungus, taking hold a little bit. Anyway, that little cultivar history aside, back to the artificial candy flavor. So the primary component in the taste of a banana is, and I'm probably going to murder this, but it's isoamyl acetate. And that's the primary flavor compound. This compound was originally isolated a little over 100 years ago. One of the main differences between the Gros Michel and the Cavendish, which is the one we have now, is that the Gros Michel had a higher concentration of this compound. So many people believe that the artificial flavor more closely resembles the Gros Michel. But it's not 100% match, of course. There's a lot of sugars and complex things. Taste is a very, very funky thing. But there you go. If you want to boil down to like 10-second thing that you could argue with your friend about, you could just say, dude, the reason banana candy doesn't taste like real bananas is because it's based on another banana that was wiped out before we got the bananas we got now. So there. Outro. So I want to thank you for sharing Great Things Tampa Bay with your friends and family. It's with your support that we're having the great success that we've had. And if you have not shared us yet, I'd like to challenge you to share us with just one friend. Just that one friend that for some reason has something, with a banana print, maybe a cell phone case, t-shirt, maybe, they have banana underwear. I don't know, whatever. So that person, tell them that there is a banana podcast out there for them. Looking for your own great place in Tampa Bay. I'm also a licensed realtor. You can give me a call at 727-300-2111, or you can send me an email at kyle@sassergroup.com. That's KYLE at SASSERGROUP.com. And I'd be happy to help you find the perfect home or condominium for you here in Tampa Bay. If you would like to tell us how awesome or how horrible we are, you can go to our website, greatthingstv.com. That's GREATTHINGSTV.com, and click the Get Social link at the top of the website there on the menu bar. You can also join our discussion group, which is going really well. We got over 500 people in there, people asking for recommendations, giving experiences, all that good stuff. I know this week we also had a little health code notice that was put out there. So, you might want to log on there and see which restaurant's not doing so well. Also, you can always call and leave us a voicemail review or a suggestion. That number is 727-440-4455. You consent to us using your question, of course, but I promise I will not answer it. You will not have to speak to a person there. You can also subscribe to us on iTunes or Google Play. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.